Okay, so welcome back, everybody. For those who saw the y'all, okay, so this is basically what happened. My lights went off because of the hurricane. Is coming. The storm is coming up here, and so my electricity for the whole block went off, and so I had to wait a minute before the light came on, and it just came on. So we're gonna do a quick weekly healing circle because I don't know how long the internet or the lights is gonna keep. Because we had to wait a while for it to get reinstated. We had to call the electricity, but the whole block was out. It's back now, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna. I don't know how long we're going to be here for. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this quickly for the sake of, you know, for the sake of mm, for the sake of it making sense because I feel like I don't want to like keep everybody too long and then we can't actually be here for too long. Um, but yeah, if for some reason we get disconnected, just know it's because of the hurricane because your girl was in pitch black. It was like I had Dominican flashbacks for a second when the light goes away over there. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna just do a short form weekly healing circle. I'm sorry, it has to be short form. You guys know I live in the tri-state, so I'm by the coast. So basically, hurricane season is hurricane season, and it is what it is. If you see me looking down, it's because I got YouTube down here, I got TikTok up here. We're gonna get started. So to our ancestors, our spirit guides. What do we need to know for this week? What is coming up for us this week? What is the collective energies for this week? Okay, okay. And so it begins. What is the collective energy for this week? Wait, hold on. There we go. And boom. Hey, do you wear nose cuffs with your makeup looks? I make and sell nose jewelry. I don't have the hole. I've been thinking about getting it though. I've been thinking about it. I was talking to my wife about it the other day. I've been thinking about it. But yeah. She said though that it feels like you have a boogie on. Like if you have a nose boogers, like when you have it on, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I may or may not end up getting it. I don't know. Okay, so one more card. Okay. Collectively, oh wow. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck, the underlining energy. We have the Page of Swords and the Temperance card. Okay. Okay. So we have for this week the Chariot, the Knights of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Judgment card is our outcome for this week. So it seems that this week this week is definitely an extension of last week. If you didn't see the weekly healing circle this week, like last week, it extends into this week, and I can tell because it is very decision based oriented. It's definitely very decision based oriented. It's especially because we're starting off today with the Chariot energy. I'm not surprised by this. The moon is currently in Capricorn. The cardinal energies are cardinaling. Okay, it's definitely very um action based right now. It's definitely feeling like we need to do something. This is how we're starting off the week. We're starting off the week by feeling like something needs to get done, something needs to be shifted, something needs to get done. Then we're moving into this energy, this quick, swift energy. So when I mean like cardinal energy, I mean this is what I mean by action. You see at the speed, the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving out of all of the other knights. It moves the fastest. The air element is the fastest moving element out of all of the elements. So You see how fast the Knight of Swords is moving? That is how fast the energy is moving. There's things that are being like moved. There's mountains that are being moved. There's a lot of intentions that are moving through. Uh there's a lot of things like that were already set in motion that are just coming to pass quickly. And when I say quickly, I mean with a speed that's just like a little bit ridiculous. Okay. Certain things are moving at the speed of like lights and fire. Like it just feels like it's moving super, super quickly. We're starting off this week with this very much like we have a little bit of purpose. We're feeling very directional. We're feeling like there's things that we must do. There's things that we have to get done. There's things that like I feel like it's almost a little anxious too, with the way that the speed is building up into. Um, Now at the same time, because of the way the energy is moving so quickly, because y'all see this, it can't make this up. This is all speed right here. Because of the way that the energy is moving, we are actively moving away from certain things. Like if you were actively letting go, like last week, past couple weeks, the theme has been letting go. Especially as we get closer to Scorpio season, it's gonna be a theme, right? Um, but the theme has been letting go and really choosing yourself, choosing your goals, holding your vision, getting back on track with yourself, really being in alignment with yourself. The it's There's a theme here, okay? There is a theme here. And so when it comes to this energy of letting go, we're actively, as we're walking away, we are moving towards and working towards what we want. We're really aware. We're very hyper aware during this time of our actions and how every single step that we take away is pushing us to do the work for what it is that we want. Some of you might be feeling a little bit hyper focused or hyper have a hyper awareness. Some of you might be judging your actions or your thoughts or planning things out. Like I feel like there's a strategicness for this week, and it makes sense because we're starting off this week with the moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is a very tactical sign, very structured sign. It's a lot with the sign, and so I'm not surprised what we're getting this um very hyper aware energy of how we are spending our time, how we are wasting our time, who we're giving our time to, why we're not going to, give our time to certain people or certain things. Like the energy is giving liberation. It's very much a movement towards the future. Like we're really moving really quickly, really, 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 really quickly. Certain things feel like they're just getting cleansed away. Like the process of this shift is actually pushing us to cleanse, pushing us to release, pushing us to grow in a different direction where we actively felt stuck before. We're moving away from that. Every single step you take towards your liberation is a step away from the things that kept you so stuck, that felt very draining, that felt like they were taking the most out of your spirit, that felt like it just felt like it wasn't right. Um so it's a process. It's a process, y'all. It is a process. Um, this week is going to be very powerful, though. Just be mindful with the way that your energy is moving. That is going to be the key. I cannot stress that enough because it feels like things are moving so quickly that some of you can get like your anxiety could be really high, or you can feel like you're overwhelmed and you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're actively, mental health wise, you're not feeling okay. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for this week. This week is a very powerful week, especially, and it sets the theme for the month as well. I just did the all sign readings for all of the signs for October. That video, that live, is up on YouTube. So definitely make sure you check that out if you want to know what your monthly energies is going to be. Yeah. Okay. You see, new beginnings and a fresh start. New beginnings and a fresh start. Let's say the prayer together as we always do, right? And the prayer goes, thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Y'all know when I do these readings, especially Archangel Michael, especially all of the archangels, actually, they be trolling me with these readings because then when I, like literally everything that I just said, new beginnings and a fresh start. As you are headed towards the new direction, you are actively letting go and releasing. Part of the way that you're healing is also by like releasing the way that you are as well. And we have honor and trust your feelings. Honor and trust your feelings. And the prayer goes, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me to understand and express my emotions with love. Okay? Honor and trust your feelings, because that is something that's really, really, really important when it comes to processing everything that's happening. When it comes to processing, you need to listen to how you're feeling. And right now, some of you are going to be feeling, especially towards the middle of the week, you're going to start getting more and more numb to the things that you've been letting go as you head towards where you want to go. That's like the beautiful part of it. And then we have lean on God and angels for support. Okay. So it says, Dear God and Archangel Michael and angels, I give you this, in parentheses, briefly describe the situation. Now and completely, I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. Okay. Ask for support. So reason why the last card is a judgment card. You guys know, for me, this is the card of the ancestors. This is a time for you to sit with your ancestors, for you to process, for you to heal with the ancestors, for you to let go, for you to release, like lean on that support. You have a support system. You have a spiritual support system. Use it. Use that spiritual support system. Because some of you see, bottom of the deck is time to leave an unhealthy situation. Some of you guys are walking away from something that is like long overdue for y'all to walk away from. Okay. So I'm not doing personal readings right now. This is a weekly healing circle, so this is a collective message for everybody. We will be doing the weekly oracle bowls, the community oracle bowls, on Wednesday. So it's not today. I'm not doing personal readings today. This is just a collective message for the week. I have been doing that. Okay, good. I'm glad that you guys have been like staying on track and working with spirit, working with your ancestors, asking for support, asking for comfort. Like if you guys are feeling like dense or heavy or like not so hot, this is the best time for you guys to really work with your ancestors and reach out. Because I always say this, but your ancestors already went through every single thing that you went through. All emotions, all these feelings, like they've gone through that before. So if there's anybody that can help you navigate and do the release that needs to be done, is them. So make sure that you're leaning on them for support. Collectively, what's coming up for the collective? Wow. Maintain hope. It really comes back down to holding that vision, is the way that you maintain hope towards the future and the way that you envision the future. Okay, because in order for you to like feel like you are getting somewhere and you're putting in the work, seeing results, you have to maintain that hope so you can stay like emotionally consistent with all the changes that are happening. We also have healing and balance. Healing and balance, because what's happening? What is happening? This process, this release, this empowerment, this shift in energy is going to be very healing. It's going to be very healing, and it's going to feel like it's been a long time coming, but it's going to feel like you're a little bit more in balance with yourself as you focus in on the things that you need to be focusing on, as you start putting in all your energy and effort towards the things that you know you need to put the energy and effort to. So it's not just one-sided. It's many things. Okay, then we have time to replenish. Time to replenish. And life, death, and rebirth. Because like I said at the beginning, as we get closer and closer to Scorpio season, the things that you don't get into balance before Scorpio season is the things that will be ultimately, we'll go through its destruction and we'll go through that rebirth process. So it's time to right now, because our energies are very, very focused, are very, very directional, to make sure that you're getting enough rest. Please make sure you get enough rest. There's a lot of cardinal energies. Okay. We're starting off the week with the moon in Capricorn. We have a lot of swift energy, like pushing energy. Like I vibes with this energy because you guys know I'm a Capricorn. I have a Capricorn stellium, so I vibes with this energy, but not everybody, can vibe that well with cardinal energy. Sometimes for some people, the energy might feel like it's a little pushy. So be mindful of that and make sure that you are not, you know, what's the word? It's not restricting. It's like pushing away to like, make you're not really, um that you're not actively like distancing yourself from the energy or feeling like, oh, you have to kind of, you have to prioritize like what your comfort is versus what the energy is at the moment. Then we have transition and initiation. Okay, because there's a lot. There's a lot that are we are. This is what I mean by we're in transition. The energy is like there's things moving. You could go to sleep, you could be resting, you could be at work, you could be hanging out with a friend, and there's things in motion that you're gonna start seeing like pop up a little bit more. Like you're gonna see them, it's gonna be more at the forefront and it's gonna come into your awareness, but it's gonna come really, really quickly. It's gonna feel like a truck. It's like just in your face. Like the energy, like y'all, I am gonna pull from the romance oracle deck because during Libra season I like to prioritize making sure that I pull some guidance cards for you guys for those who are in relationships. So I will be pulling 3 cards and these are going to be for 3 different situations because not everybody's going through the same thing. So let's see collectively what is going on. Okay, one more card. Collectively, what is going on collectively? Okay. Okay, yeah, this has been a thing. Even when it comes to like the all signs readings that we just did, the engagement did come up for certain people. Certain people are thinking about proposing. So that's happening. But the 3 cards that we got is one, romantic feelings. Libra season is gonna push some of you to be in your feelings, okay? Or or you're gonna be feeling like watching something that like I'm rewatching Bridgerton right now because I'm getting ready for the new series that's coming back. So I'm rewatching Bridgerton. I want to watch The House of the Dragon, but I don't have HBO. I gotta hit up a friend that has HBO so I can freaking watch it because it's been all over my damn TikTok for you page. I'm over it. But there is this kind of energy of wanting to be hot and bothered. Let's just call it what it is. Wanting to be hot and bothered, wanting to be like thinking about somebody, like the way the songs, like, oh, if you haven't been or had a crush on somebody in a minute, or if you have, then you are sitting in that energy. You are actively feeling very like thinking about them. Every song reminds you of them. You're like listening to like all of the love things. Okay, so there is this like very romantic, very like wanting to dive in romantically, wanting daydreaming about someone like that's happening. For some of you, it is safe for you to love. Okay. This is definitely something that obviously was going to get magnetized and amplified during Libra season because Libra is ruled by Venus. It is a Venus ruled season. So love and relationships are obviously something that is coming to the forefront. And so when it comes to the energy of it is safe for you to love. It's a process. It is a process. It is you opening up to something new. Okay. It is you opening up and healing your heart so you can make room for something else. It is you actively, saying, you know what, I've been kind of loving myself for a minute. I would like other love, or I would like to open up myself up to other kind of ways that I can experience love, right? Then we have heart to heart conversations. Okay. Some of you need to have like y'all forget Libra is an air sign. It's still focused on communication. It's still um is still something that is going to push you to really open up for those who needed to be honest like yesterday, especially if you are in a space where you're like you have feelings for someone and you're like, okay, I kind of want to see where this goes. Some of you are actively opening up a little bit more than maybe you've been used to for a while, and so the heart to heart conversations are definitely happening. um for some people though, some people are getting engaged though during this time, um which I mean, I know there's a lot of retrogrades, but for some people, it might just be like the right time for them to do it. It's not necessarily bad to get engaged during a retrograde. It really depends which one. It's not good to get married under a retrograde. Okay. You already know I do like the wedding day transit, like the wedding day readings for a reason. For those who want to figure out when's the best day to get married because okay. Now, collectively, what do we need to know for this week collectively? What do we need to know for this week collectively? No, that was a lot of cards, but sure, we would take them. Okay. So, so the first one is belonging. Okay. And we have reminder and success. Okay. Some of you definitely, when it comes to belonging, some of you, it's in a romantic way, but it's also when it comes to your dreams. Some of you are coming to terms and accepting the fact that it's okay for you to want what you want and envision what you want and actually become what it is that you want to become. Some of y'all are accepting that. Some of you, it's been taking y'all a minute to build that confidence within yourself, but now that you're getting there, the feeling, you're feeling a lot stronger with yourself about it, which is good. I support that. I think that is good. When it comes to reminder, there are certain things, okay, that the retrogrades are still triggering. There's certain retrogrades that are going to be ending. Yes, Mercury retrograde already ended. However, it's still in this post shadow phase, so don't be running. Okay, but the retrogrades have been actively triggering certain things, whether it be from a past life, from your childhood, from like things that you've experienced. It could be like from different lifetimes that you experience different things. It could be depending on what it is that's going on. It could be in a spiritual context. It could be like you keep having a dream that somebody's chasing you and you keep seeing bits and pieces of them or something like that. And it's just that kind of putting together an image or putting together like a whole vision of something. Some things are actively coming back or actively triggering you because they are pushing you into change right now. But some of you also need to do past life work. So there's that. Keep that in mind. Then we have success. Success for this week. If it really comes down to if you've been putting the work, what do you expect to receive? Oh, hi, my baby. My baby's on the live. Yeah, I got your call, but in the live, so I couldn't pick up the phone. So I'm gonna call you afterwards. Anyway, success. If you put in the work this week, you will see a lot of success. Like a lot of success. It feels like things are going to things are moving really quickly this week. It's not even a joke of a thing. Like things are moving very, very quickly, and you're gonna be able to kind of see or get the benefits of the thing really, really, really quickly. Then we have message. Okay, message. You really meditate and contemplate on what you are being told, especially when it comes to the guidance, your dreams, when you're meditating, when your ancestors, when you're praying, when you see a bird, when you see like different like an insect, when you see like really meditate and sit on what the message is. Okay, the way that your world and the world is shifting around you is also going to be impacting the things that you are receiving, and certain things are going to be signs. So you need to make sure that you have an awareness of what's going on. It's a really important time to have that awareness in order for you to like feel a little bit more comfortable with the transitions that are happening as well. Conclusion, because what we've been talking about things ending for a minute now, and you as you head towards this new direction, again that past becomes farther and farther away. So it's just about again you getting back on track with yourself. It is a beautiful, beautiful, and then we have the moon and meditation, because that's actively, y'all should be doing that. Your intuition is also going to be heightened during this time, especially as we get closer and closer into like towards the Scorpio season. It's just going to be very heightened. But it is a time where, because of all the changes that are happening, and because we're putting in the work, and because we're doing, everything, because the focus is what it is, we are seeing changes happen a lot quicker than some of you are used to. Storm fields. First of all, it is hurricane season. And y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I'm an island girl, so it's different. I don't know about some of y'all, but when it comes to hurricane season, it tends to be a very, very like emotional time. It tends to be a time where it is a big transformation as well. Um, and right now, everything is coming up here. So the energy is also shifting. There are things that are ending, there are things that are being released, there are things that are being shaken up in many ways. And within your life, the same way that things have been going through that life, death, and rebirth process, that's what's happening now. That process of release, that process of change is here, and it comes very quickly. Okay, it comes really. It can feel like really heavy at first, or it can feel very like in the moment, like oh my god, things are changing, but it's necessary. It's a necessary process. It needs to happen. That's kind of the other thing about it. It needs to happen. It's been needing to happen like yesterday. Collectively. Into the unknown. This is a collective message. Into the unknown, because some of you don't know. You guys, some of you don't actually know fully how things are changing. Some of you can't see it. Some of you haven't been doing the intuitive work in order to properly see what's going on. But they're changing anyway. That doesn't mean it's not changing. It's still changing. It's just that you're not seeing it. Okay? Some of you are coming out of rock bottom, but you don't know how it's changing yet. Like you can't fully see how the road is shaping up to you. But it's happening. Then we have spirit of place. Stuck in the mud. Some of you are changing how you have been just cooped up in the same energy and the same thing for such a long time. Needing that release, needing that just wishing for other things. We got the wishing well. And then Wizards of Awareness, because you're actively manifesting something that you have been trying to like get out of. Like the energy has just been trying to, you've been praying on it, you've been sitting on it, you've been like, like huffing and puffing about it. And now it's like everything is changing. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. It is super necessary to allow this process to happen, even if you're a little bit scared of how it's coming to pass, and even if you're not sure if you're going to land on your feet, trust that you will. That's really what it comes down to. Trust that you will be okay. Trust that your ancestors got you. Trust that you will be taken care of. Trust that, trust that you're going to be okay. At the end of the day, if you feel like the energy is too heavy, if you feel like it's just a lot for you, you need to make sure that you sit with your ancestors, sit with spirit. There's a lot of different rules and regulations that we had set in motion, that we have, allowed into society, that we continue to kind of entertain within society. And this is the moment where things change. This is the moment where things move into a different direction, that we're able to kind of get unstuck from something. That's like the beautiful thing about this. Um, Heading towards a space and a place where you are feeling more grounded with yourself, where you are feeling more in alignment with yourself. You feel like like it's very refreshing. These retrogrades are actively healing you in ways that you definitely don't understand, but it's a very powerful time for change. But lean on your spirits, because some of you don't know where you're going. Some of you are not intuitively developed enough, or spiritually developed enough to feel comfortable with it. But just trust. Okay, you guys have to trust, but also work with your ancestors, work with your guides. Like pray, get into prayer. Prayer is like one of the easiest things you could do, just to get back on track. Pray this week, because the energy is going to be really, really fast. Really fast. Like, y'all, when I tell you things are going to be like, it's really, really, really fast. So take it one step at a time, breathe, okay, and pray. Okay. So that is the weekly healing circle. I'm sorry we had to do it short, but because of, hurricane season and the whole light being taken out and the whole block situation, I don't trust that this is going to stay on for any longer than that. If you missed it and you wanted to see the beginning part, go on my YouTube. The link will be in my bio. For those who want personal readings or anything like that, I have a special right now going on for my services, for tarot readings, astrology readings, all of them. Past life readings, all of them are 50% off with the code. This is Halloween in all caps. So definitely, if you want a reading with me, it's the best time to get it. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all of the love and support. And I will see y'all in the next one. When will this be uploaded on YouTube? It's on YouTube right now. Like I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. So it's gonna upload like right now. So yeah, you can go see it on my page like right now if you wanted to rewatch it. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. My Mac is going to die right now. So I will see y'all in the next video. Stay tuned for all the things. I'm still editing stuff for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys for the Patreon members and the channel members for all the support. I will see y'all in the next video.